Today, I'm going to be spending over 40 million Mora to build every single Liyue character that I own. That's over 13,000 resin worth of Mora, and in addition to that, I also needed over 400 max rarity talent books, which ended up costing me almost 11,000 more resin. It took me 5 months to gather all these materials, and it's only going to take me about 2 hours to spend them all, so let me go over what we're going to be doing in today's video. Of the 18 Liyue characters that I own, 17 of them need upgrades in some way or other. The only exception is Hu Tao because she's Hu Tao. For each character, I'm going to be upgrading all 3 of their talents to level 9 and their weapons to level 90, irregardless of their strength or role on a team. I did the same thing for every Monster character in my last video, but this time I'm going to go a little bit further. Rather than just upgrading every character in one fell swoop, I'm going to be testing their damage at each stage of their build so I can see exactly how wasteful this project really is. Since I won't be crowning any talents today, there are some characters like Ganyu who are only going to need a couple of upgrades, so their sections will be shorter. Speaking of which, let's get started with the GOAT herself. Hi YouTube. Oh, that was gross. I didn't like that. So we're just going to be doing her skill and her ultimate. We're going to skill, 9,400 damage. And now we're going to ult and see how much we got. 9,400, 5,000, 5,000. With my baseline damage checked, all that I needed to do was not die to the PMA.
My contract goes
900,000 more later, and I was just about ready for the next test when I realized I had forgotten something important. It did not occur to me that I'm going to need to get her ultimate back. Another issue is I had 2 pyro characters on the team while I was doing this. Since I had already upgraded her talent, there was nothing I could do, so I kept the team as is for the after test. It actually doesn't matter that I had pyro resonance active for just Ganyu because I'm not really looking at the damage itself, but rather the damage increase. So since I kept the team the same between tests, it'll be fine, and for the rest of the test, the characters will be alone. This is what the final damage increase look like. For each character, I'll have an infographic on screen after their tests are done, so if you really want to see a specific character, use the timestamps to skip around. Next up, after Ganyu, is Kazuha, who is starting at 188 talents, so I'll be testing all of his skills. When I recorded this, I didn't think about damage disparity between crits and non-crits. There were a couple times when I would redo a test when an ultimate wouldn't crit, but for the normal attack strings, I couldn't be bothered. A lot of these characters don't have leveled artifacts, and I didn't think about food buffs until too late. Well, probably just won't crit now that I think about it, because he doesn't build crit. Oops. Okay, so it looks like 3,200. Oh yeah, I don't know if you could tell, I shaved. Okay. Doesn't really look like there was a huge difference there. Oop. Alright, so 3,700. 3,400. So, I've come to the conclusion, Kazuha was not worth going 999. After I was done with my initial edit, I actually redid Kazuha's test to get his ult slash to crit. I redid that test 6 times before his ult crit again, and only after that did I realize I was doing the wrong boss, so I'm not doing that again. Anyways, that's Kazuha. Next up, the wonderful Xiangling. With a level 9 Guoba and a crowned ultimate, the only thing I actually needed to test was her normal attack, Dofu. That hitbox is stupid. Next up is Yaoyao. Normal attack, skill, burst, and weapon. So we're going to be testing her 3 times. 3 tests in, and I had already taken a beating from the PMA. When I was searching around for which boss would be the best to DPS on, Sumeru's Dorito was highly recommended. Initially, I didn't want to use it because I didn't want to run down into the pyramid each time, but I changed my mind. If only there was some kind of item that I could, I don't know, buy or craft that would let me reach him faster. Oh well. But the big reason I decided to swap bosses was this little guy right here. As long as I didn't kill the fun-sized Dorito, I would have an easy way to Riku my ultimate between tests. $150 is what we're getting at. Next up, we got our ultimate. All right. talent levels are level 9 across the board, and her weapon's level 1, so we're gonna go test her 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she did not hit above 100. That's cool. I'm glad I just spent like almost 1,000,000 gold on that. I mean, I did see a decent increase in damage on the ultimate. Now is a great time to mention that Azumon has lingering damage reduction as he spawns in. I didn't realize this until Yelan, but I was fairly consistent with how I was testing, so most of the damage before the reduction wears off matches up to the other tests. It isn't perfect, but I don't really care and I just wanted to point it out. We did not hit 100 on a normal attack last time. Eh, there we go. Final hit, we got above 100. 520 on the crit hit. Almost 400 on the non-crit. Not bad. Okay, let's see the ultimate. I think 600 was the max. 810, 900. Nice. It's not great. I mean, Yaoyao's damage. Give her a little slack. Also, she's not a damage dealing character anyway. Lan Yan is starting off level 1 codex and baseline talents. But Lan Yan I'm super excited for because I actually want to use Lan Yan. I really like her and I think she'll be really good. She's also just like a good shielder for Arlecchino potentially. 394 on the final hit. Alright. 983 times 3. 2462. Okay, and her ultimate does not pulse. Go. You know what? Probably wouldn't be the worst thing ever for me to put up a portable waypoint here for this. $1,400, and then the ult 3,500. Okay, could be better. Could be better. God, my left side is so ugly. I should never be seen from the left. Luminescent spines used for courtship. Hello? Lan Yan is Chongyun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that almost doubled the damage. Not bad. All right. Okay. I wasn't expecting her ult to hit like that. 1,300 on a crit. While I was doing this, I wasn't expecting her damage increase to be so high after leveling up the codex since it's a low attack weapon. I realized afterwards that the damage was so high because she's an attack scaler. She's already built on triple attack, so in the random off chance she does crit, the weapon doesn't really make that much of a difference. Chongyun is starting at level 120 weapon and not touched talents. It doesn't really matter, but his artifacts are half upgraded. Okay. Last attack string. Oh, we should do... Okay, there you go. And then ult. Not bad. I've seen him do some nasty things with melt builds, so I know he's like, you can do some stuff. Damn, Kaya kind of hurts. Demon Blade, Spirit Blade. 1, 2, 3, and then boop. 608 on that, not bad. Could be worse. Okay. The ult was incredibly underwhelming. Alright, there we go. Level 90 Greatsword. Level 90 Greatsword, level 9 talents. There we go. There we go. There we go. Sacrificial weapons don't provide a crazy amount of damage. It's mostly about that. Oops. It's mostly about that that energy generation. Okay, let's see what we got. Boop. Yeah. I mean, the damage is higher. It's about all you can say. In the final test, Chongyun's ultimate appears to hit 5 times instead of 4. And after looking it up, I realized it's because of his skill. When it expires, it summons another sword that also decreases cryo resistance. That's why there were 3 instances of the same damage, then 1 lower damage, and then 1 higher with none of them critting. It was the skill disappearing and increasing the damage of the final ultimate sword. His weapon is already upgraded. I do need to change this weapon eventually. His shield and ult are already at level 9, so I just need to test what his normal attacks can do. Oh look, I forgot I have his trail too. He looks so good. I love Xiangling. I love Vortex Anguisher. I wish it was good. Alright, final hit 1400. I was not expecting it to be that high. Oh my god, look at the bags under my eyes. It looks like I haven't slept for days. Like I said earlier, Asamon has damage reduction, so many of my tests had to be redone. So don't be alarmed if you suddenly see my shirt change color. There you go, 1600s. What, a 2000 damage increase on that final hit? Not very good. His weapons are upgraded and his skills are upgraded. I just need to see what his damage increase looks like for his normal attacks. Oh, damn, I don't have a lot of these. I gotta go kill Hilichurls. Do I gotta go farm Mondstadt? Does Aoife just randomly show up here? Should I talk to him? I also had to redo Xingqi's final test because in the first run I had done all his attacks before the damage reduction wore off, leading to the final damage being lower than the initial. I actually took note of the exact moment I started attacking in the previous test so that the damage reduction would fall off at almost the exact same time when I redid the test, and it seemed to work pretty well. Beidou is level 80 Rain Slasher and level 166 Talents. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then boop, 2200. The power that ended Haishan, 6k. 54, 54, 2900, 54. On a recording or dream. Dude, I got scared by the level 9 again, and I thought that I just crowned her ability without paying attention. Whew. I'm going to have an aneurysm. Oh man, it's really dark and scary. Let's do slash. Did that have any damage increase? 3800, that sucks. Okay, let's go do it one more time and hope her ult crits. Oh, I forgot she has boop. Okay, there we go. I forgot she has one more attack on her attack string. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slash. That one actually crit. Okay, we're gonna do this one more time because none of the others have crit. Boop. It crit again. All right, we'll do this one more time because watch this. My ultimate is not gonna crit. I know it. It crit again. How is that possible? It crit again. What's happening? Surely this one won't crit, right? Boop. There you go. 3400. 7500, 6700. Ooh. One thing I didn't take note of during the test was that Beidou is on the Rain Slasher, which increases the damage if the target is already electrified. When my skill on the final test crit and I redid it, I didn't wait for the Electro Aura to dissipate. I thought about redoing the test, but I've already redone so many that I can't be bothered. Starting off, level 60 Dodoco Tail and level 1 Talents. She just looks really good with Dodoco Tails. It fits her so perfectly. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the max. Let's do 4900 and 1300, and then doop. Let's do one more charge attack. Let's do an ult. I think she's really fun. I'd like to use her. I'd like to play with her too. Do I have enough of these? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will toll, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. I'm just gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, and skill, and then boop, and then ult. I mean, I saw 8k there on a crit for her skill. It's pretty good. We're gonna upgrade the Dodoco Tails. Initially, Yanfei's final ult crit for 10k, so I had to redo that test. Also, I didn't know if her charge attack was different after her skill versus before, so I only included her charge attack after her skill. I don't expect a lot from her. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's a 4 attack string. I didn't actually know that. 6400 and 7600 with 300, 150 non-crit, 300 crit. Normal attack upgraded. Her kit just sucks. I hate the rocker theme. At the very least you can do with her is just like shield with her and jump off, right? But it's just like the shield's whatever, you know? So we got the Snow Tomb Star Silver. Let's get this weapon upgraded. The big hit was at 12k, so let's see. Yeah, her. Yeah, I'd say that was a pretty. Oh God, I knew it was gonna. I knew there was gonna be a damage increase. I did not expect it to double. Oh man. Only thing that sucks is that's an 80 cost ultimate. Like the thought process here is like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's a pretty big number. 30k is not small. That's pretty good. But also that's 30k. That's not consistent whatsoever at all. But still, fire. Xinyan's Snow Tomb Star Silver and her shield occasionally procced during these tests, but I didn't bother counting them since they were really infrequent. If you saw a number that didn't match these ones, it's either because her shield ticked for pyro damage or her Snow Tomb Star Silver procced. She has a level 90 warbow. She is double crowned with a level 7 normal attack. I will eventually triple crown her. Okay, so that's her fast charge attack is 8200. Slow one is 2900. Wait, does this guy have damage reduction when he's waking up? Are you telling me I've been doing every single test with less damage because he's been waking up and he has damage reduction? Oh my God, he does have damage reduction. Oh, I can't believe I've done... Oh my God, I skipped Yunjin. I've done 9 tests without realizing that the Dorito has damage reduction. I just realized I skipped Yunjin. Yunjin is starting off with a level 80 lithic spear, no touching on talents. Her artifacts, she's holding my old Xiangling pieces, so she basically has nothing. So 1, 2... Yep. Okay. Oh God, that's just so embarrassing. Huh? What's going on here? How did I not have enough? The only way I should have not had enough is if during this project I accidentally crafted one, but I don't see how that's possible. Also, of course, I condensed all my resin, so I'm gonna have to spend a full condensed resin on this. Whatever. Oh my God. Okay. There you go. All right, ascend that baby. Add in that. We have a level 90 weapon. We have level 90 talents. Let's see what she can do. So 2k. Yunjin was the first character during these tests to have her entire normal attack string after the damage reduction, and the same will be true for the rest of the characters. With a level 80 weapon and level 8 1/1 talents. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, 3600, 3600, and then ult. And then with that, one more. Okay, that's a lot of numbers. All right, let's get her normal attack up. All right, we are officially below 10 million gold as well. Get out your shell. 1, 2, 3. Charge. So skill 5800, 1600. Oh, okay. 1600 on the skill when it crit is quite big. Really big, actually. I was not expecting a damage increase like that. Okay, it has different damage numbers, so that's why I saw damage increase. Alright, so level 90 Witsith and level 9 talents. Let's see what we can do to Dorito. Okay, boop. 6k. Alright, cool. Well, 18k. There we go. So Keqing is starting off with a level 90 Lion's Roar, level 9 and 8 talents. So we actually don't really care about her normal attack. All we're gonna do is test her skill and her ultimate. So we got hit 1, hit 2, and then her ultimate's hitting numbers, and then let's just do this. You. We should be good. So hit 1, hit 2. Ultimate, does it hit 2k? It does. That's big. Okay, let's do this one more time. Nice. And we'll do it one more time because the first cast didn't crit both times. 4k. There you go. On my initial test, Keqing's ultimate didn't crit on the initial and final slash, so I had to redo her test 3 times. Outside of the initial and final slash, her ultimate did the same damage whether it crit or not, so I didn't want to splice together the footage since I thought it would look kind of bad. Next up, we have the inexorable Qiqi. Right, she's a 5-star. I always forget. Qiqi is starting off with a level 1 flute, 133 talents, which is weird. She is on Ocean Hued Clam with basically no upgrades. So let's see what she can do. We need to test every single thing of her. All right, 1. There you go. 3200. Sorry, 3200. 300. All right, so that's what Qiqi can do. I think flute has to be one of the worst weapons in the game. The only character I think it'd even be remotely usable on is Qiqi. Okay. Boop. I think that 2k proc was a bubble, but I can't be quite certain. Let's get this flute leveled. I'll be honest, I haven't even been paying attention to her numbers recently because does it really matter? I mean, like, here, if you care, the information's here for you to see, but like, I mean, cool, Qiqi can crit for almost 1,000 on some of her normal attack strings. Like, these numbers are so small, it's so inconsequential. I just don't care. After doing this test, I saw that Qiqi's bubble had procced after I used her skill, so I wanted to redo her test to see what the bubble proc would do. After I finished that test, I realized that her flute had procced in the middle. I'm pretty sure the flute's damage doesn't actually count towards the bubble since it's only Qiqi's normal attacks that heal, so I didn't bother redoing it. Alright, but that is Qiqi done. We are actually on to the final character of this video. And the final character of this video is Gaming. I know Gaming's actually really good, but I don't have a good weapon for him. He is on the Luxurious Sea Lord, simply because I don't think I have a better weapon for him and it looks funny. Secondly, he is starting from baseline talents, no upgrades. He is on, looks like leftover Mara Chause pieces. Let's see what he can do. I know his normal attack string doesn't really matter, but we'll test it anyway. So we got, I don't actually know what his normal attack string is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plunge, 2500. Let's see, ultimate. Oh yeah, get a skill before you do it, right. Sorry, it's been a while since I've played Gaming, but it looks like plunge it. Look at this little thing run back to me. I'm glad I switched away from the PMA though. One, two, 3, and 4. Plunge. 4,200 on the plunge. Boop. Boop. Okay, so it looks like 4,200. It almost doubled because he was at 2,500. I was trying to pop my booby. There we go. So he's got a level 90 weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5,700. $5,700. It looks like it increased by what? 200? Level 9 talents, level 90 weapon. Every single Liyue talent book character is now done. With all the Mondstadt characters and all the Liyue characters, that doesn't leave me with a lot of characters left. Currently, I have 32 characters left. I plan on having 34 because I want 2 new characters. So I'm actually over halfway done. Mondstadt and Liyue were the 2 biggest regions. Inazuma is still pretty large, but Sumeru, Fontaine, and Notlin are all really small regions. It's probably gonna take me another 5 or so months to do Inazuma. I'm thinking nowhere near the same for Sumeru, Fontaine, and Notlin. I might be able to finish them in the time it takes me to do Inazuma. Now it's time to take a look at how many resources I wasted during this video. For talents, I ended up using 356 diligence, 242 gold, and 230 prosperity philosophies, along with 274 diligence, 167 gold, and 163 guidebooks. I also used 24 diligence, 22 gold, and 18 prosperity teaching books. I started farming Liyue books on July 16th and finished on October 31st. I had an average drop rate of 0.347 4-star books, 3.16 3-star books, and 3.51 2-star books each run. Additionally, I averaged 18 seconds per run and spent a total of 100 minutes and 59 seconds actually fighting in the domain. Like I said in the intro, I spent a total of 10,680 resin on all these books. For this project, I spent 40,415,781 total Mora. I also did 217 Blossoms of Wealth in the process of farming, which garnered me 13,237,000 extra Mora and cost 4,340 resin. I ended up spending 4,632 3-star and 109 2-star enhancement ores. And finally, here is a before and after of my weekly boss drop inventory, but I have zero intention of reading each one individually, so sorry, you're just gonna have to look at them. Here is one final look at the resources I spent. If I'm missing anything that you care about, be sure to let me know and I'll try to remember for next time, but no promises. With Liyue and Mondstadt now finished, the next step for this project is Inazuma. But like I said last time, I have no idea how long it's going to take. So if you don't want to miss that video, consider subscribing so you can get notified when that video finally comes out. If you're like me and you're super impatient and want to see more videos like this, consider watching the previous videos in this series. There'll be a link in the description to the playlist. If you made it this far, I'm gonna assume you actually really enjoyed, so all that I ask is that you let me know if you liked how this video was edited, or if you thought that it was better than those other videos I mentioned. Anyways, that's it. That's 5 months of work, all done. There's nothing left for me to say, but thank you for your time and have a wonderful day.
That won't ever change. Yeah, sometimes I'm mad, sometimes I'm okay. Yeah, I know I'll have what I want someday. I need my space now so I can feel nothing.